the next piece of our story, and I said that it would be about the water people retiring, but Irene mentioned something to me that is really important to cover. What was that?
NBLEX.
NBLEX. What's the NBLEX?
That's the exam you have to take to get your license.
Absolutely. So we study for 6 months because in South Dakota you can be a temp massage therapist for 6 months till you have to get your full license. And at the very end we head over to take the test. I remember walking into that test. I started first. And I was so nervous. But given that you started first, tell me your story.
Well, they walked me in, and to get any assistance, I would have had to pass another exam and go through a bunch of stuff, and I didn't have time or the finances to do that. So here I am sitting down at a computer, and they gave me 3 choices to enter in. And by the 3rd question, I had decided I went through the wrong gate. And so I was praying with each question, what's the answer, Lord? It can't be this, can't be this. Okay, what's the answer? Okay. And just went through all of them, and to help keep my brain going the right direction, I'd actually start signing the question to keep it active as well. So lots of prayer at each question. Lord, what's the answer? Lord, what's the answer?
So I started second. And when I sat down, I saw that same 2 gateway questions, and it didn't make sense to me. So I too selected an option, and I was quickly coming to the realization that I knew nothing of what was on this test. And I'm going through the test, and I'm thinking, how is this even possible? We've studied 6 months going through school, then we've studied 6 months after school, and I'm looking at a test, and I'm looking at a test. We had a light fall, sorry, but let's continue with this video. I am looking at a test that I have no idea what the answers are. And I'm thinking, if I have no idea what the answers are, what about her with her disability? Well, I get done with a test and I walk out, and there's a piece of paper sitting on the counter of which I'm directed to. It's upside down. And I'm certain that the word fail is on that paper. I pick it up, turn it over, looking for the word. I don't look for the word pass, I look for the word fail. And there it is, right in the center of the paper. But the word didn't start with the letter F. It started with the letter P. I had passed. But with all the stress and anxiety of the moment, I'm thinking, if I was under that much anxiety, what about my wife? To which I go looking for her, and I find her downstairs crying.
Walking off the anxiety.
There's something to know about my wife. Typically, she doesn't cry. I do. Well, I walk up to her, and she says a word that I can't hear, that I didn't hear. That word?
Pass.
We had both passed the dreaded MBLEX exam. Now, in our next video, we're going to go back to what happened when the water store people